Good afternoon, Pokesports. On to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 13 video. Bring you a Talonflame team. Now that, Series 13 is underway, now that we've done every single mythic under the book, we can start getting to the Talonflames, we can start getting to the Zekroms, we can start getting to the Zarudes, apparently. I mean, we already did Zarude, but this is actually a completely different Zarude than the one I ran. The Assault Vest set makes a lot of sense. I think I didn't run Assault Vest prior because I just wanted to try out Jungle Healing to see if Jungle Healing was actually good, but I think the consensus is that it's not that great. So Assault Vest makes a lot of sense too. And Assault Vest paired with the Zarude that is meant to Dynamax this time around, right? We have things like Acrobatics, you have things like Rock moves. You have a Power Whip and you have a Dark move. So, I mean, all of that makes a lot of sense. So I'm totally excited to see if Zarude is a pretty decent Dynamax. I'm also very excited to see if Talonflame can hang in the Series 13 meta, and apparently it can, because this team is by Herald VGC, who did get rank 1 on the ladder. Now, yes, the ladder is only a couple days old, but getting rank 1 is still not an easy feat. It still does take a lot of time and dedication and etc. So that means that this team could at least get somebody there. Can it get me there? Let's find out. Anyway, if you guys want to check out Herald's stuff, I will make sure to link their Twitter down below in the description, of course, because they're going to come out with other rental teams in the future. So it's going to be fun following them and seeing what else they can come up with in Series 13. Now, if you guys want to send me some Series 13 teams, go ahead, join our Discord. The link is in the description in the link tree. There's a rental codes chat. You could drop your rental code and Pokepaste down in that chat and then help me make some content. Anyway, if you guys are excited to see Talonflame today, hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. Let's get on to today's battles. All right, up against the Groudon and Calyrex-Shadow team. That's a little bit scary, but Zarude should be able to kind of hang here. The only Pokemon Zarude really has to worry about is that Charizard, but I believe Zarude is like kind of dummy fast. So we might actually be okay with just like having a rock move. And I think they won't really expect that, which is kind of nice. Now, I could just go ahead and lead with the Talonflame and Zarude and just kind of see where it goes from there. Like, Zarude unironically does very well against this team. The only thing I really have to worry about is that Incineroar just constantly spamming on me, but we could always worry about that later. Bring in the Calyrex in the back. And I'm thinking Zacian, but the Zacian actually has no fighting move, so I think I'm going to lean towards a Life Orb Groudon instead. Just to have something to deal with that Alecki. I mean, I guess I could also bring Zeraora. I'm going Groudon, though. I'm going Groudon. I think Groudon because I can also kind of maybe not deal with Charizard, but I do have an option on a rock move. I have the option of one-shotting the Zard. I'm pretty sure. Let me double-check Zarude's stats. Do I outspeed a Zard? Because if I do, then it's over. I do. Perfect. Instant is going to be their lead of choice. I mean, that's not great. Because I'm kind of leading with, double physical for the most part. But they are giving me Sun. So I do have Talonflame in the Sun. And I get that Tailwind. I have a lot of options here. They do have Fake Out on their side of the field, though. So maybe I should just click Protect first. Or even take the hard swap. Get the Groudon on the field. Maybe even Dynamax the Groudon. Or how about we do this? Since there is no... Since there's no threat immediately on the field... And since I got intimidated, let's just do this swap. We'll swap into the Groudon for now. Get the Zarude off. Reset the stats that we already lost. And just protect from the Fake Out here. Keep it nice and simple. They also protect their Groudon. Okay, that's great because my other consideration was overheating. Oh, and they're just Flare Blitzing. Okay, they Flare Blitz the Groudon spot. See, I'm not a big fan of that. But at the same time, they're also going to take a lot of damage to that, so it's not even the worst case scenario. Now I have the option of going for Tailwinds. Now I have the options of going for, Precipice Blades, Life Orb at full damage. Which is nice. Kind of like that. Get my Tailwind up. I have that for the next 3 turns. And just take advantage from here on out. Now, of course, I'm going to miss the Incineroar. This is Pokesports, right? At this point, we expect things like that to happen. That really sucks. I could have really, really used that damage output right about now. Okay. Yeah, and they parting shot here. Makes things a little bit more complicated, of course. Man, I'm not even convinced that's a Shuckaberry instant either. I could have like really taken advantage of it, hard swapped into my Calyrex as they bring in their own Calyrex. Well, thankfully I have the option of just going into mine. So that's at least good, right? I have the option of going into mine, and I'm pretty sure I knock out their Groudon from that health, maybe? Unless they Dynamax here. I am Will-O-Wisp, Astral, Imprison, Trick Room. I could imprison them if I really wanted to. But they're probably swapping. And I already know I'm faster, and I'm pretty sure like a P-Blades plus Astral combination is going to be enough to knock them out. As long as it connects. That's pretty much it. As long as it connects, we're okay. They protect, fine. That would have been a good imprison turn, but it's okay. Mike, what is the point? Just stalling a turn on my Tailwind, I guess? Well, now that they see I'm just going to commit to this. I'm going to do it again. I mean, they have the opportunity to try to slow me down or stop me, but I just don't think they can. Either they come in. No matter what comes in, nothing wants to take an Astral plus Precipice Blades. The only thing I can think of that wants to take that is the Ensign, right? Now, I don't think they commit to Dynamax in this Groudon at this health. All right, they do bring in the Ensign, so we are going to get intimidated again. It would have been nice if there was some damage dealt to this Tiger. But alas, there is not. They do not Dynamax. I didn't expect them to, because that'd just kind of be a waste. You are going to get great damage onto Groudon. Just straight up knock it out right there. That's beautiful. That's a free +1. That is a free +1. Are they trying to like rely on the speed tie in order to beat me at this point? I really hope so. That'd be funny. This is now a single targeted P-Blades. And like I said, this instant would have been gone. There was... Oh, no. There could have been a Shuckaberry, but I got rid of it because of a nerve. Hey! I don't care. They're down to their last two. They can't intimidate spam my Zarude anymore, and that's a pretty good Dynamax option, assuming that they don't have a Zard in the back, and that's not what they're... Oh. Even if they E-Web me once, I'm okay. I'm gonna imprison this turn because their protect is very obvious. So I'm just gonna click imprison, and then I can Dynamax now. If they're imprisoned, I have nothing to fear. That's GG. They're also going to Dynamax things. Looks like there's an electricity bolt on that. So is that an Aleki? I don't agree with that. There's a Groudon in front of you. And you Dynamaxed Aleki? That's wild. That's really wild. It's really ambitious there. Unless they're just convinced they can eliminate my Groudon. Oh, they don't know about Imprison, so I guess they aren't worried about my Groudon. Oh, I'm about to make them really sad in a couple of minutes. Whenever these Dynamax animations decide to stop, I'm about to make them real sad. They probably think they could just knock out my Groudon. I'm about to imprison their Astro. Go ahead, protect. I don't fall for the same trick 2 times. Just saying. Here you go. Here's an imprison. Enjoy it. Good luck trying to Astro Barrage me. They swapped to Airstreams just to guarantee the speed. I get it. But you're not going to click Astral. You can click something else. It ain't going to be Astral. I mean, they could have Snarls and stuff still, so I shouldn't laugh that much. I just think it's funny. All right. Big damage onto the Aleki. Not going to be enough to knock it out, actually. Wow. I mean, I am intimidated. But still, I'm Life Orb stab from a Groudon? And that's an Aleki? But hey, whatever happens, right? All right, now they are... We're going to be the same... Wait, did my Tailwind Peter? It did. I have to go for this Calyrex now, I think. And the reason is, I think if the Alecki attacks me again, they could just double my Calyrex with like a Snarl or something and knock me out. So I want to get some chip damage on their Cali while I have an opportunity. Oh, they just swapped to Max Darkness. Okay, so they have Max Darkness. Oh wait, onto my Groudon though. Are they fast? They are faster, but they can't imprison me. I mean, they can't Astral me, so what are they going to do? Do they have Snarl? Dang it, they have Snarl. My Groudon lives though, okay. That's nice, that's really good. Groudon living is kind of huge. They do get the Grim Neigh though. I am Assault Vested and Resisted on the other guy. So that's not that big of a deal. And I'm also very happy I'm going to get this Max Quake off. Break that Sash if it's there. Now I have to make a choice. That's the issue. Ground's gonna be 1 HP. I have to make a choice. I have to bring in Zarude. They got Bounce. No matter what they do, they go for Astral, right? I have to eliminate this Cali first. And then guard here. Why is Alecki and Calyrex-Shadow still such a threat in the late game too? They just go to Airstream. Youch, that hurts a lot. I need to somehow live in Astral here. Wish me luck. I'm Assault Vested and Resisted, but they are +1. Oh, they went for Snarl instead. You're not imprisoned anymore, Tom. They forgot. I lived that. They threw. Oh my goodness. They forgot they're not imprisoned anymore. You killed the Pokemon that was imprisoning. Oh, that's huge. Because Alecki can't knock out both my Pokemon. Oh my goodness. I won this on the throw. Did I though? I don't actually know if Astro would have knocked me out. I don't actually know that. It could have, and it might have. I mean, that bounce did a lot of damage. You know, that Airstream did a lot of damage. Nevertheless, hey, I'll take that. Let's just go for the Darkest. It's our safest play, and let's go for the Fire Punch. It's also our safest play. They can't attack both of us. They're gonna bounce. I mean, I guess that makes sense if you want to make this last an extra turn. All right, so if they're bouncing, that means they're probably going for the Zarude spot. But like I said, it's the same outcome is gonna happen because they can't hit two Pokemon at once. I mean, they probably could with E-Web, but that doesn't affect Groudon. Unfortunately, they're gonna knock out Dada. Rest in peace, Dada. And now, the Fire Punch from the Groudon into the Alecki. Cheers. Getting rid of it, ending the game, and getting us our first victory with the team. Of course, we're gonna die to life form damage because that's just justice, but we still win the game. No Pokemon left on the field. Just a Soul Trainer. Okay, I see Zeraora and I see Alecki and I get scared. But I think we're okay. Because we have two things that are just immune to electricity that we just kind of lead with and not care. So I kind of don't mind that too much. I do have to worry a little bit about their dragons over there. I could just bring Zacian in the back. I kind of welcome that as an option. I also do want to bring Talonflame. I just don't know about a lead, right? Because it looks like they're trying to go Trick Room, and I have to try to stop them from going for Trick Room. Could also go with Zeraora. I do have Fake Out on this, I think. Yeah, Fake Out coaching, E-Web, Snarl. Since I have Fake Out, I can really take advantage of that. So I will bring Zeraora. I'll bring the Talon in the back. Now it's between one of these. I'm leaning Zacian. Just because I have Play Rough. So I can at least hit most of them for super effective damage. Calyrex hits them all for neutral damage, though, and has that snowball potential. So it's one or the other. I think we're going Cali. Also because we have Imprison Trick Room, we have Trick Room period. So if they do actually manage to set it up, we can undo it, hopefully. But we'll see. we'll see how this turns out. We'll see where this goes. I have high hopes. I'm really enjoying this team. Like I said, if this team can get rank 1, I can get 3 battles. Right? I can maybe win 3 battles. We'll see. Yeah, going with a very hardcore trick room thing. Hey, fine by me, I guess. I really would have, you know, wished I led with a way to stop Trick Room or prevent it at all. Here's the thing, though. I don't know for a fact that they are going to Trick Room with Cali. So I'm kind of inclined to do this. Because, like, I have the option to fake out, right? I can fake out either one. It's just a lucky guess at this point. In my brain, I think it's more likely that they Trick Room with Palkia. But I still want to fake out Cali, because Cali probably wants to get a very cheap-ass... what's it called in? Yeah, I'm faking out Cali. We'll see where this goes. I think Cali wants to get a really cheap... what's it called? Glacial Lance. That's the word I was looking for. Guys, it's literally 8:30 in the morning. I got some plans, and then I got work after, so I gotta record really early. But it's okay. We got our water bottle. Did you guys know that drinking a bottle of water in the morning really helps rehydrate you from the dehydration caused by sleeping? I learned that on TikTok. I don't know if it's true. Anyway, we faked out the Cali, and we get a big old max quake. Oh, why? I could have, like, done something. I could have knocked out Palkia. Palkia is definitely trick rooming. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, okay. It's not great. That is not great. I do have max flare. I do have coaching as an option. But the thing is, the coaching will go second. Yeah, we're kind of in a rough situation, if I'm being entirely honest. But I think I can live one hit from a Cali, right? Definitely not 2. Definitely not 2. All right, let's coaching anyway. Hopefully I don't waste a turn here. They can go for the... I'm honestly really happy they just decided to Glacial, and that's it. Because as you can see, that did not do a lot of damage. And I'm pretty sure max flare in the sun will knock it out. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't Dynamax there, because if they Dynamax, that's when I was screwed. Okay, hold on. We're in this. We are in this. They go for the spatial. Listen, Groudon's going to take a lot of damage, but we got coaching up. We now got +1 attack, +1 defense, +1 special defense. Have like no HP, but I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that. And we got rid of like one of their biggest threats on the team. Okay, another big threat. Big threat part 2. I'm gonna guard and I'm gonna snarl. I don't think I have a better play than that. Gives me the opportunity to maybe knock out their Palkia. And just like try to weaken the Dialga before Dialga starts to get going. I really don't think they waste their time with my Zeraora spot on this turn, at least. They might even just double into Groudon just to call it a day. I mean, I guess they have the option of attacking Zeraora. I just don't find it necessary. Actually, maybe they do, because I just showed them coaching last turn, so they might feel like if they ignore it, that I'm just gonna get too out of control. Which, hey, makes sense. Well, that's one not into Zeraora. Is that both of them? Unfortunately not, and they do connect with the spatial. Okay. It's not... I'm not out of this yet. I think. I do have dual Wingbeat for priority. I could knock out the Palkia. They're steel spiking my Groudon. I have +1 special D. I think I'm just gonna have to eat it. Can I even eat it? I'm not a very fast Groudon. Only 28 speed. I might even outspeed. Oh, well, now I definitely can't eat it. But now I definitely can swap, right? I got 2 more turns of Trick Room. Do I even have to swap? I can just stall 2 turns, can't I? I want to try to outspeed with Precipice here. We'll try, right? Might as well give it a shot. Go for the dual Wingbeat now. Just knock out this Palkia while we can, while it's on the field. Eliminate it. Yeah, take that. All right, now they definitely just go for the Groudon spot, as they should. Thankfully, raising their defense doesn't really do much for them, because I have a Cali in the back. My only hope is that their last Pokemon is weak to Ghost. But the thing is, I already KO'd the Pokemon that was weak to Ghost, so I don't know who they have in the back here. All right, that's my Calyrex. And they have something that is in dark. Zacian. They're going to double my Cali. There's going to be very little I can do about that, but I can, like, blow up their Zacian, can't I? Before they do that? It all depends. It really all depends. I'm going to Astral, and I'm going to attempt to blow up their Zacian. We'll see if it happens. Right? Because I don't get priority on this, and Zacian should be outspeeding a Talonflame. So Talonflame will go before Zacian. I just need to hope the Palkia can't... Not the Palkia, the Dialga can't one-shot the Talonflame before it happens. Oh, Zacian protects. Okay. I guess that's okay too, because now I know for a fact they can't knock out Cali, and they go for the Quake. That's also okay. Because now my Cali will outspeed their side of the field. I could Tailwind if I wanted to. The raised special defense is not great. They also just saw Overheat, which is not great either. I think it's too late for a Will-O-Wisp to be meaningful. Wait, I can... Okay, it was a crit. That's why that did that much damage. Yeah, I think I might lose this one. Unless I can crit it again, I might lose. Because now I'm not in the sun. But the Astral should still chip it a little bit. Because the thing is, like, no matter what, if I knock out the Zacian, I then have to knock out Dialga, which I just don't know how to do. But I will try. Oh, if you do things like this, then I have a very good chance. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Because the Zacian's just going to go for the Calyrex spot, right? Unless the Zacian is for some reason slower than my Talonflame. No, it's not. All right. Let's see if I knock out Zacian. How many dual Wingbeats do I need to beat a Dialga is the question. How many Roar of Time misses and dual Wingbeats do I need to beat a Dialga? I don't think Talonflame's got this. All right, I do get the Overheat. First of all, I have to knock this out after the special defense boost, which I still don't do. But I do have priority still. Because for some reason, the Talonflame is still full HP. So let's go for the dual Wingbeat now and hope that's enough to just eliminate the Zacian from the game. Fingers crossed. Yeah. I still think the writing's on the walls for this one. Unless this Dialga literally just only has steel moves and ground moves. No, they have Roar of Time. If I somehow live this, I have another opportunity, but yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I'm going to take a loss in this episode to Dialga out of all Pokemon. I could have won this if I would have led Cali. If I would have led Cali in Prison Trick Room, I would have had a very good opportunity. The thing is, I was just looking at the Zeraora and Regieleki. I was like, they're going to lead with that. Gotta stop it. Because I just played that like 2 videos ago. Ooh. I didn't expect to see 2 Talonflames in 1 video. Interesting. I definitely want Zarude here, though. Zarude goes kind of nuts. Groudon goes kind of nuts. I have no choice but to bring Talonflame because they're going to bring theirs. And thankfully, they have no Intimidates on their side of the field. I think I'm kind of safe going for Talonflame and Zarude with Groudon in the back and a Calyrex. I like that a lot. The only Pokemon I have to actually worry about is their Zacian if I have my Zarude on the field. If they have their Zacian on the field and my Zarude is on the field, I think I just swap out Zarude into something else. I'll find something else to go into, even if it's my Calyrex, because like Zarude is such a win condition against this team. You know, it deals with their Ogre, it deals with their Calyrex-Shadow, it deals with their Lecky even to some extent. But then of course they lead with Zacian out of all Pokemon. It's not the end of the world though. I could still get Tailwind up. But like I said, the Zarude on the field doesn't want to be here right now. And I don't have Protect to save me for a turn. So I will just Tailwind, and I have to take the Heart Swap. I just don't. Oh, the Zarude is so important to winning. But like going into Calyrex is just, you know, kind of a bad option. I don't really have a good option. It's like, which would I rather lose here? And the answer is Calyrex. Believe it or not, like I think Zarude is just too important right now. I think clicking Dynamax on it is really going to help out the end game of this game specifically. You know, keeping a Zarude on the field with a Behemoth Blade in front of it and with like a I'm surprised they even protected. They even wasted their time. Wait, I actually might have a Calyrex by the end of this turn, which is wild to me. Did they just do Wingbeat? Okay, no, they're just setting up Tailwind again. I could have actually kept the Zarude on the field. Oh well. I don't actually care what they're gonna do. I'm gonna overheat them, and I'm just gonna Astro Brush. That's all. That's all that I care about at this moment, right? My goal here, like, yeah, sure, Wingbeat me. I don't care. My goal here is to knock out your Zacian if I can. It's one of the biggest threats on their team, especially to my Zarude, right? If I knock out the Zacian, I think I'm honestly fine for the rest of the game. Great damage on Talonflame. They go for the Behemoth Blade here. They could knock out my Calyrex-Shadow, and I would be okay with that. As long as I can take their dog with me, too. Here, have my Gen 8 restricted. Give me yours. Overheat, please don't miss. Beautiful. Nice. All right, goodbye. Awesome. We traded restricteds, except I'm still leaving with priority and they're not. So that's kind of cool. So I could just essentially smack their Talonflame, get rid of it. The Talonflame isn't a Pokemon this next turn. I have no reason not to go into Zarude now. Like, now I have legitimately no reason not to go into Zarude. Show me your Ogre, I dare you. Dialga. Well, I guess I had a reason not to go into Zarude. Dialga is not the worst Pokemon in the world. It's also not the greatest. I'm gonna do a Wingbeat here. See, now I don't want to Dynamax. Now I just don't want to. Because it won't make a difference. I guess just the Darkest Lariat is fine. Because now I'm looking at this game, I'm like, I kind of think I should Dynamax Groudon. Because now they have a Dialga on the field. Nevertheless, let's just do some damage here. If they're gonna, if anything, I think they're gonna Trick Room this time. That's not a Trick Room. Never mind. Interesting. I really thought they were just gonna Trick Room to try to just reverse the speed tiers, but I guess they must have a Pokemon in the back that is faster. Just Dynamax and Dialga. This makes me happy that, you know, I'm saving my Dynamax for Groudon for now. Not entirely sure. I mean, they could just be putting everything into the Zarude basket right now, which I hope not, but I guess it makes sense. Unless they just have Rockfall for my Talonflame. Yeah, Darkest Lariat. Go Zarude. They do have Rockfall. Okay, wait, that's fine. I get to keep my Zarude for when the Ogre's on the field? I'll take that. I will definitely take that. Alright, so right now their Dialga is the slowest thing on the field. We're both in Tailwind for the exact same amount of time, so the speed tiers are just going to remain there. I think their Ogre comes out first, and then my Groudon, which is amazing. But we'll see. Oh, I guess it's, no, it was a 50-50 because they have a Talonflame, I have a Talonflame. And I lost the 50. I actually won the 50-50 when I wanted to lose. Of course! Of course! Oh, wait, no, never mind. They both win at the same time. The Drizzle goes first, and then the Groudon Drought goes next. Beautiful! That's amazing. Okay. I was unsure of how that worked, and now I'm glad it worked that way. Dynamax, you. Max Quake, you. Zarude, Power Whip, Ogre. Good luck, team. Best of luck. I have a super effective stab against both of these Pokemon, and this is why I said Zarude was more important for me than the Calyrex-Shadow in the end game. And I still think it was. I still think looking at Zarude and realizing I need this Pokemon to deal with Ogre, and they definitely brought Ogre in the back, is what I think. I didn't win the game yet. I could still lose this. You know, I could miss Power Whip. I mean, really? Like, really, though? Did that just happen? Okay. I guess now I have to eat an Ice Beam. I am Assault Vested, though, so that thankfully, that's good. Whew, all right. I mean, this is -1 now, and the Power Whips will also be -1. Super unfortunate, but thankfully, I think they just revealed that they're Life Orb, so we should still be okay-ish. Right? Okay, both Tailwinds are petering, so that's all right. All right, we just can't miss again. I really need damage on this Ogre. I really need damage on this Ogre. Oh my goodness. Actually, probably should have rotated targets to double the Ogre here, but it's fine. Actually, no, they're probably protecting Ogre. Which again means I could still lose this. But I do have Thunder Punch. It's the one good news. But if they go for the Whirlwind again, I could be in trouble. Okay, they don't protect Ogre. Beautiful. So I finally connect with the Power Whip. Guess what? That would have probably KO'd last turn. They swapped to Max Steel Spike just to get some more defense. Okay. My Zarude's gonna live at 9. That's absolutely wonderful. What did the Ogre do? Probably just go for an Origin or something. Okay. You good, Tom? You good? Are you sure you want to do that? Are you absolutely positive that that was the choice to make? Okay. Listen, if you want to take a second and be mindful, be my guest. Take as long as you need. You have the calmest mind in all the land. Go for it. They must have been really convinced they could knock out my Zarude there if they were going to make a play like that. Let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah, Max Lightning. Followed by Power Whip is all I got. All I need. Right now. Yeah, Power Whip. What pot? I missed it once. Won't miss it twice. Get out of here. They're living. Oh, Pulse. Okay, that thankfully didn't do that much because we're in the sun and I have like 2 special defense boosts on my Groudon. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. That was almost awful, but thankfully was just a little bad. But it still worked. It still worked out. Okay, at least we're going home with 2 wins, 1 loss in this episode, right? And the loss that we lost, we only lost by like, you know, an impractical lead, or I just got the lead wrong. So it's not even like I played bad. I just didn't lead right. So whatever. GG's, taking 2 wins. And here you have the Talonflame team. We actually found a way to bring Talonflame to every single game in today's episode, which is really cool. We also found a lot more ways to bring Zarude than I thought we were actually gonna do in today's episode as well. Zarude is an interesting Pokemon. It's not a great Pokemon by any means, but it's interesting in its type combination. I feel like its type combination for this current meta is actually very important, right? Grass and Dark is very strong, specifically against like Calyrex, Groudon, Ogre, you know, the big 3 restricteds that aren't Zacian. So I think typing wise, also is good into Alecki too because of the resistances and the AV. Yeah, typing wise, it's just kind of good in that regard. Just good right now. I'm wondering if there are other just like Grass Dark types that would do its job better. Like my brain goes to Shiftry, but I don't think Shiftry can knock out an Ogre. I don't know why I think that. I just feel like Shiftry is kind of a mid pick. But, you know, Zarude kind of just stands in there and hangs a little bit. I kind of enjoyed using it today. I didn't get to Dynamax it once in today's video, but I got to, you know, use Darkest Slayer, use Power Whip, do what I needed to do with it for the most part. Talonflame also is very interesting. Having a Tailwind setter that can kind of stand in front of a Zacian and not care is really cool. Having a Tailwind setter that gets priority if it's full health is actually pretty cool. And then the Expert Belt just helps a lot too, specifically with getting those Overheat KOs on some Zacians and also getting some dual Wingbeat KOs on some certain Pokemon as well. Having that priority is really cool. And also being just, you know, a straight up counter to... I guess not a counter, but just being a good way to deal with Focus Sash is really nice. Being a good way to deal with Whimsicott is really nice. So hey, Talonflame, you get an A in my book. Maybe not an A+, but you definitely get an A. Nevertheless, the team is very fun otherwise. We didn't get to use coaching, but the option was always there. We also had the option for Fake Out. We didn't get to use that too much. We got to use it once, but we got the Trick Room prediction wrong, so whatever. Overall, thank you so much, Harold, for making this team and for making it public, and congratulations on getting rank 1 in the ladder for however long you stayed up there. I know you played some very hard opponents to definitely get up there, because every good player was trying to get rank 1 on day 1. Getting rank 1 on day 1 used to be easy until every good player tried to do it. So now you just got to face those good players, right? But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. I'm Kevin Pokesports. Have a great night and peace out. Bye-bye.